You may realize that you're missing something. I don't know. It's like you thought you had something. It's like, oh damn, I don't have my wallet, or where's my debit card, or there's something you're like, wait, I thought I had this. Okay, somebody could be coming towards you with some type of conflict. Just FYI, you also may be getting denied for something soon. Who's coming in Virgo with conflict? This could be a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This also could be a Libra, a Gemini, a Taurus, a Cancer. Heavy on the Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Okay, someone's feeling trapped in their head. They feel unloved. They're coming at you with some type of cold energy. Maybe they've been thinking all night, or they've been in their head a long time about something, and they feel like you're irrational, or I don't know. They may come at you with some type of violence. So just FYI. I don't know if that's what y'all do, but please be careful if this is what y'all do. You may be in your head, and maybe if you didn't feel like you actually lost something physical, maybe you feel like you lost a person. Maybe you're in your head because you're like, okay, well, I emotionally lost someone, and now I feel alone, or now you're in your head about like what's going to happen long term, or what marriage is going to be like. Maybe you're dealing with an air sign, but you're hesitant regarding this person. This was just like a lustful situation, to be honest. There also could be some type of delays or hesitancy when it comes to your commitment, like your job, or your house, or something that you're working on. There may be some type of confusion or arguments, or something that's not like going as smoothly as it should. If you work on a team, maybe you feel like you do a lot by yourself. So maybe you got a lot of conflict. I don't know. It's just okay, Virgo. It seems like work is growing. There's some type of like things that's going in your favor, but there's still a lot of obligations that you either have to pay for. It's a lot to get it going, or it's just a lot on your plate. So that's kind of like, I just want to sit back and have a break from that too. But at the same time, you feel like you are dealing with someone sexually or energetically that you feel like it's a bad choice. And although you want to block it and delay it, you kind of feel like you committed to this, or this is just something you got to deal with for stability. You could be in your head thinking about, again, what marriage or what your life is going to look like long term. There's somebody around you, it's an air sign that you feel like is cold and irrational, that you really shouldn't be giving love to, and now you're in your head about why you even did it, or they're in their head about you. Okay, so you need to basically figure out where you stand. Figure out where you want to stand with your life, and your love life, and your finances, and anything that makes you uncertain, anything that gets you in your head, or anything that's not that, you need to deny it. Okay, so maybe this is not only you being denied or something, but this is you denying any type of conflict, anybody that's coming towards you that's literally not exactly what you need. Because it seems like you need to go in solitude, and you kind of just need to recuperate and or rebalance yourself ASAP. A lot of this is mental. A lot of this is communication. People being sarcastic. You may be paranoid. There may be some type of delinquent issue. Whether this is like you past due on a bill, or this is like I don't want to say somebody was dealing with somebody young that they shouldn't have been dealing with, but it could be out here. They was giving maybe they're young. Alright, let's move on. What's going on? What's denied for Virgo? Maybe somebody's not going to help you, or maybe you don't need to help someone. Okay? Maybe you're working. There's something that you're like either paying for, or something that you're trying to get accomplished when it comes to a judge and or a decision. You may feel like you have some type of logic and or creativity to get things to go your way. I don't think it's going to go your way. Yeah. It's like, okay, well, let me edit this document, right? Or I gotta go to court, and before I can tell them how much I make, let me see if I can edit this or change this, or let me see in it, and that'll make this easier. That'll make it's actually gonna slow things down and make things harder for you to move forward, because then you're gonna have some type of like, or someone else is gonna have some type of wisdom about how you move, and so then everything's gonna get investigated. Ooh, be careful, because this can spiral into something that you're confident about, and it's gonna slow you down. Be careful. Alright, let's take this another way for the other folks. What's the nod for Virgo? Also, you could be feeling like there's something that's inevitable that's going to end. You need to deny this mentality. There's some type of success out here. So again, I wanted to, like, not all Virgos are going through the same situation. So you got to know which information is yours, what actually resonates to you. Because I feel like, again, there's two different scenarios here. So you could be in your head like, oh, I'm about to relapse, or oh, I'm about to go back through a situation that I've already got success from. No, you're not. You just need to be patient to see how everything else still comes to work in your favor. You do. You need to just be smart with how you move. I think you're fine. You could just be stressing over somebody else's information And you're like, oh, but I've been slow, I've been methodical when it comes to work, I've been dedicated, I've been making sure I've been smart. Okay, it's not about you. Relax, okay? Some of y'all need to relax, some of y'all need to get it together. And whatever your heart is telling you in your mind is your truth, okay? All right, somebody's family is investigating something and or instigating, okay? You could be making rash decisions right now, so take it how it resonates, but be careful. Somebody wants something to look a certain way, and if it's something that's going to cause a fast change, it may be good or it may be bad, depending on what you're trying to do. All right, you could be struggling now, but your win will be major, okay? This just isn't it, especially when it comes to relationship. You may have a baby fever and or just have had a baby. Congratulations. Somebody tried to hack your account, your phone, or try to do some type of invasion of privacy. I don't think they can do it. I don't think they can get through it. The answer is yes if you had a question. Even if you feel like it's a no. Bears can't be choosers, and you're no longer sabotaging yourself, so good job. Alright, Taurus, I was thinking, fuck it, guess we both ain't shit. You could be either listening to that song, listening to her, or a conversation. You listen to a conversation, maybe you listen to someone talking that's feminine. You also could be delaying something. You maybe feel like, okay, there's some type of issue with my finances, or there's some type of issues with my stability, so that's why I'm not approaching this person that I feel like has some type of success, even though y'all could have some type of success together. You're delaying yourself. You are. You actually may start having more fun when it comes to your job, or just something that you want to do, or something that you like doing. What's going on with Taurus? You're holding back on communication. You're just sitting back and waiting and watching. You are. I mean, it's like you have so much to say, or you have some type of bright idea, or you're like, okay, I have an investment, but you're just under the shadow of, like, honestly, you're giving yourself a lot of doubt right now. You're putting yourself through the thick of it. But I mean, it may be real to where your scenario is like, I'm waiting on something, I'm waiting on a big change in order to do this. You also could have an air sign around you. They're going to tell you, like, oh, if you come back to me, or if you invest in this is some type of good news, but you know that this is going to bring some more challenges. You need to stand guard when it comes to this person. They even may come and tell you that they're pregnant. They're trying to have you in your head. They are. I want you to go get a test ASAP. Okay? And not just like a DNA test, which they may be needed if they are pregnant, but like, I'm not going to say make them take the test in front of you, but you need to see the test. You need to go to the doctor, whatever the case may be, because I'm not saying that they're lying. Maybe it's a pregnancy scare. But if you know that this is the person that you're leaving and you're putting your guard up towards, and they're an air sign, they're going to lie to you. They're conflicted of what this means if you leave them. They're confused on something. Yeah. And so they want you unfocused. They want you to miss some type of opportunity and or feel bullied into something. They want you to be feeling bullied into going back to them. Okay, reach out if you want to talk about it. What's with the investment for Taurus? You literally need to boot that person completely out your energy, 110%. Okay, when it's come to this investment, this job, or something that you're waiting on to grow, it's taking a lot of inner strength, but I feel like you do have a vision. You need to hold to it, okay? You know what action to take, and it's going to be powerful. You just may be too obsessive, like, I don't want to say what other people are saying, or like, you're challenging yourself. It's like, okay, well, I didn't make this much today, or I didn't do something. It's too many small goals that you're beating yourself up about. There we go. Okay, so just make sure you attach yourself to the bigger picture. Like, this is who I am, this is what I do. Even if I only make, this is certain. Even if I only make a certain amount a day, or even if I only can do something a day, or even if I'm starting off small, whatever the case may be. Don't get yourself too attached of like, oh, I have to be seen as this big old grand old thing. You also may know somebody that's trying to low-key, are you sure? Are you definitely some type of doubt in your head? Okay, so recognize what this is, balance your emotions, give yourself comfort, allow yourself to go play, and then continue to pick back up where you're going. Okay, you got some good news coming in, or a good idea. This is going to help you heal and or transition and celebrate. You may just be confused on it right now. What's the good news about? What's this good idea? You're trusting yourself. You're in a relationship. You are. You're realizing that this partner, or whoever this is that you have some type of strong attachment to, is misdirecting you, and you're needing to focus. You're walking away from somebody, and this is bringing good news. How does this bring good news? Because there's someone else. This is someone who is slow but methodical. This could be an earth sign. This person has some type of self-discipline. they're going to be honest about either their influence or whatever they're trying to create, or something that's logical, or they're going to be honest and tell you something. And then you may want to take an offer to them. it's like damn, what's that song? I think it's Usher. It's like you go talk to a friend about a relationship, right? You go talk to a friend about a relationship, you unwind, and they're like, look, I'm just gonna be honest. And it's not like they're trying to tell you something to be with you. They're just being honest. It's like, look, this is what the situation is. This is what I would do. And you're like, yeah, you're right. And then you fall in love with that person. You end up like, you know what? You were right about this. How about you be with me? You know, how about I completely leave this alone? Because, you know, I don't want to be through these obstacles anyway. And how about we can even be friends? That's so funny. All right. So when it comes to this challenge, you feel like you're just in the thick of it right now. Again, structure your mental, okay? Detach yourself from any type of like manipulation you're telling yourself, any type of self-sabotage. Completely rebel this energy, and then you will see things change. You will get a message and or some type of excitement about your progress. You will have the success that you're waiting for, okay? Relax. All right, when it comes to this Capricorn or Aquarius that you're going to communicate with, you need to do it. You need to make this progress. You need to do it. If not, you're going to be left out in the cold like, damn, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's up to you. All right, when it comes to this pregnancy or someone that you got pregnant, uncertain, be careful. I'm telling you, you're going to end up finding some information. You need to look it up. Okay, somebody is definitely going to tell you something about a pregnancy, and they may be trying to. And here's the thing. If you know that you are, because of given scandal, okay, if you know that you are trying to leave a situation, stop sleeping with them, period. Because the point that you truly stop sleeping with them, and the point that they pop up and say that they're pregnant, if they're not actually pregnant, they're lying because you're leaving and you're still sleeping with them, they're going to try to get pregnant until you actually leave, okay? It's up to you. But, you know, live your life. All right, what's going on? Something about Vegas. Vegas or gambling could be important. Waiting on proof. You need to wait on the proof. Fortunately for you, if you're trying to leave the situation and you realize this is a false marriage, you're not going to be upset because it may not be true regardless of this pregnancy. No proof, no substance. Okay? You're going to regret procrastinating, especially if this comes to somebody that you want to date or that you knew from high school or college, or maybe you're just watching them now. You can't believe that somebody's going to lie, but I'm telling you, it just is what it is. Somebody is speaking the truth, and that's why you're going to fall in love with them. But it's time to make up for past mistakes. Move on. Something about you, Capricorn, you just keep chucking along. And I think people are starting to see this about you. It's kind of like, oh, well, this door didn't work. Okay, let me go to this door. No, that didn't work. Okay, well, let me just keep going. It's just like, you know, nothing really kind of gets you down. You could be focused on your finances, your legacy, or people are looking at you like that's exactly what you're about to have. You're definitely focused. You're working. From time to time, it may seem a little chaotic and or balanced, like you're juggling. But I feel like overall, you manage it very well. People can tell. What's going on with Capricorn? You fear burdens now. I feel like you've gotten through some type of stability and you fear going back into some type of instability. You are. And I feel like this is a fear that you're creating in your head, but I feel like that chapter is ended for you. You're able to move on. You have a new beginning. You have some type of stability, but emotionally you're kind of like, every time I'm happy or every time I feel like there's just something. And so you're holding on to like, there may be something. You also have some type of burden that you fear. You're like, okay, well, if there's somebody in my life, especially if this is another earth sign or a masculine, somebody that owns a business, you hate the way that they move. You feel like they move so carelessly. Yeah, it's like you're trying to be compassionate. You're trying to like, you know, be gentle when it comes to them and hold it together. But you're like, you know what? I just wish you could truly make a decision that keeps your emotion in balance or it is smart. Like you wish they had some type of confidence. It's like, for instance, you know someone, you have a child's father, you have a child's mother, or whoever, and it's just like, they keep the burden on themselves, and that continuously puts you in fear, because it's like, with you not being stable, how does that make our child life be? Or how does that make, like, oh my goodness, I don't understand. Yeah. So you don't understand how someone else's move, and then it frustrates you, or you're just trying to keep yourself balanced until you can kind of put it all together. It's definitely related to a child, or, you know, just you being slow and methodical. Again, you fear chaos, you fear some type of burden, but I feel like you're fine. I just want you to relax, like genuinely, and I feel like it's mentally, like I don't think it's physical. I feel like anything that you kind of got on you, you can carry. You don't have to juggle much at all. Yeah, but you fear like, okay, well, what if something happens? Well, what if I end up going towards a relationship and I regret it? Or what if I end up sleeping with someone and it's not the person that I'm supposed to be? Like, relax, okay? You're fine. someone's mother or a child's mother come towards you. Maybe they feel like they're going through some type of delays, or they feel like they went the opposite way, they chose the wrong direction, whatever the case may be, and now they want to slowly but surely come and see if they can strengthen the relationship towards with you going forward. What's the energy around that? You're like, yeah, no thank you. I don't want to be around this. I don't want to grow this. The only thing it does is destruct me somehow, some way, and I'm stable. You may not even like this mother. I ain't gonna hold you. This is like your baby's father's mother, your baby's father's other baby mom, whatever, your baby's father's sister, stepmom or grandmama, whoever this is. I don't think this is the married woman. I don't think you like her. She doesn't come off as sweet and nurturing as you once thought that she was. And there honestly could be going some type of shake-up going on with their marriage. Yeah, her happiness is on a standstill right now. And she low-key is trying to recover her finances in order to get out. Let's get out of your business. Alright, what's going on for Capricorn? Alright, there may be some type of communication coming in. Do not take him or her back. We'll see who this is in a second. Somebody will or got caught up as a side man. So if you left someone that was a masculine, they went into a situation with someone else, or who was married, they were dibbling dabbling, and they got caught up as a side man. Okay? Someone doesn't want to hide anymore. They could have been scrolling through your profile and or social media. And definitely second chances is out here. Someone wants to provide some type of assistance now. So all this stuff ain't even about you. It's just about people coming back towards you, basically. What's going on? Do not take who back for Capricorn. Alright, this could be another Capricorn. Somebody that you were lustful over. This could be a Libra. This could be a fire sign, an Aries, a Gemini. Heavy on the Gemini. A Virgo. Don't take them back. What happens if you do take them back? You're going to be in your head. It's going to be a whole lot of fear. There's also still going to be options and or illusions that an opportunity is coming. But this is always going to feel like it's out of your reach, right? So if you go back like, oh yeah, we are going to get married. We'll do it next year. But next year never actually comes. Okay? You already know this. Second chances. What's going on with second chances? This is an Aquarius or a Capricorn. They're going to come and talk to you very quickly. They feel like they can say whatever they can or do whatever they can to get y'all to be back on the same port. You could be traveling on the same passport. Maybe you need a passport. Maybe they've been thinking about getting a passport for a child. Getting y'all on the same track, basically. But this is somebody that you had to detach from and you had to retreat from. Yeah, you did. There was some type of insecurity that this person was still holding on to and or tugging at you. So that's why you had to release him. Okay. When it comes to communicate, who you need to communicate to? This could be a fire sign, a Cancer, a water sign. This is somebody that wants to slowly but surely wants to be a part of your community. Maybe they want to share with you. They want to come towards you and like, hey, I want to tell you about some type of friend, or I want to tell you about something that was going on behind the scenes. Yeah, they do. This might create some type of insecurity and some type of perspective on how you want to move forward. So expect some type of communication coming in that may reroute your mind. How should you handle this? Just follow your heart. I feel like whatever this is, it will lead to some type of change, but at the same time, you're still going to be stable and or some security. You'll be able to move forward. It just makes me like, oh my goodness. I just got everything down and now I got to deal with this too. Who don't want to hide anymore for Capricorn? This could be a Leo, a Virgo, another earth sign, heavy on the earth sign. This is somebody that wants some type of long term with you. They feel like you guys could be successful. They do. But they have some type of problem and or insecurity when it comes to them flirting or looking for ego rubs or looking for something that's just going to help them feel good. So you may need to let this go. Who's scrolling through your profile? Who's scrolling through your social media for Capricorn? Alright, this also could be a Virgo, a fire sign, a Taurus, an Aries, heavy on the Aries, an air sign, more specifically a Gemini, a Virgo, a Libra, an Aries, a Taurus. Okay? What are they looking for? How you feel? They feel like you see the bigger picture and you're disappointed and you know something, and so it's kind of like, well, let me just see what's going on with this person. Let's just see if they got some freedom now. Let's just see what they're doing with it. Let's just say that they in your business. They also could be wanting to see how you feel about some type of deception that was done. So like they could be trying to watch and see how you post, or see how, like, if you post or something like that. They ain't your business. Alright, final confirmations for Capricorn. Okay, beware of greed. You can work through this. You could be getting a new car. Good, congratulations. Somebody gossip because they're broke and they're bored. This could be a Pisces, or you're dealing with a Pisces. All right, there are problems that needs to be resolved, and the exposure is coming out. Okay, someone was trying to move too fast and they shouldn't, and now they're going through a timeline issue. Something is incoming. Congratulations, and it could be also new money. You will get something back if you feel like you lost something or somebody took something from you. Okay, someone new is entering your life. Enjoy. There's someone also around you who's bisexual. Who's the bisexual person for Capricorn? Alright, this could be a Virgo, a Taurus, and Aries. Fire sign, heavy on the Virgo, heavy on the Libra, and Aries, a Taurus. They are.